Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of product management with Daniela, who has transitioned from the front lines of software development to the heart of product management. She has been in Endava for over 7 years. She's a proud mother of 3 children and 1 cat. She likes to watch movies, likes to read. One of her recent findings is Elif Shafak. She describes herself as a bit of a reckless driver, but her drive for effective product management is absolutely exceptional. Daniela, you're associated very much in Endava Moldova with participating in Agile communities, participating in organization for Agile weeks, and promoting Agile practices. Why are you so passionate about it?
A colleague of mine once said that the first project you are involved in will shape the rest of your career, and I couldn't agree more. My first project was a long time ago, and we were a small team of engineers that were tasked to automate the daily activities of a department in our company. So we had to step in the user's shoes to understand their pains, their daily activities, in order to deliver a great digital solution. We had to be developers, testers, business analysts. There were no rigid roles, and we had to work closely together in order to achieve the desired outcome. It was only later, when I joined another company, that I found out that this ways of working is called Agile. But this experience shaped my desire to learn more and more and apply the Agile and DevOps methodologies.
How did that experience on your first project shape your approach to subsequent roles and projects in your career?
Having in mind the user needs and the importance of delivering a workable product in order to validate all our assumptions made me adopt this system thinking approach. I was a developer almost my entire career because I like building product. It motivates me a lot to see how an idea gets its shape and becomes a true product. I have a developer soul, and this is not gonna change. So even when I was in a development lead role, I was always focusing in understanding the why behind the requirements, in splitting the scope in smaller milestones and delivering the feature in smaller batches. But of course, this can be achieved only when you work closely with the rest of the team involved in the delivery, the product team, the testers, the application management. And when we're talking about scaled project, this is even more critical because the product needs to work as a whole, not only the area where you are involved. So breaking the silos, it's a game changer when you try to deliver a successful product. And this approach, I encourage all my team members to adopt.
Having held different roles as development lead, Scrum Master, Agile coach, what ultimately influenced your decision to transition to a product management role?
I transitioned to a product manager role just several years ago, even though I have been involved in product management activities almost in all my past projects. And it was a very hard decision. I postponed it several times because I love to be a developer. It's a very creative role where you can apply the design patterns, the solid principles on one hand, and on the other hand, you can innovate and practice new tools and technologies. But at some point, I realized that in the role of the product manager, I can bring even more impact in the product delivery by being involved in the early stages of the product discovery and development. I now consider myself a truly T-shaped engineer, and my alignment with the product manager role created a great synergy, allowing me to help and contribute to the success of the project.
How did you prepare for this change? And what helped you make this transition successfully?
Of course, first of all, the product mindset and my past experience. Secondly, the continuous learning. So it was books, online courses. Another factor was the participation in the internal innovation competition in Endava, where we had the chance to start building a great product, Endava Delivery Health Check. It all started with pitching an idea at this competition where we are able to secure a budget. Then I had to step in the shoes of an entrepreneur to carefully manage this budget. And I had to go and perform customer interviews, talk to the user, understand their problem and how we can solve them, create the roadmap. We also managed to deliver several successful releases to production. I had to act as a marketing specialist by performing demos, helping the user with the adoption, gathering feedback. So this experience allowed me to fully embrace the product owner roles. And I encourage all my colleagues to participate in these innovation labs. There is everything to gain and nothing to lose by getting involved and driving innovation forward.
What does success look like in a client engagement, and what advice do you have in your toolbox to achieve it?
I have two main takeaways that I would suggest. First of all is to strive to create synergy wherever you go. Bring people together, encourage them to say their perspective and to listen to other people's perspective, spark innovation, and create really great ideas and impactful solution. Aligning the stakeholders is very important. Creating transparency over the entire product, bringing clarity of the big picture, it's crucial for a successful delivery. Secondly, keep the focus on the entire product and adopt a system thinking mindset. Be open-minded to understand when and where you can step in and help your colleagues. This will also allow you to understand other roles, experiment with new technologies, and practice new techniques.
But what if I'm interested in some frameworks or technologies that are not relevant for my current project but are hot topics on the market?
In this case, I would suggest to get involved in various communities. For example, at Endava, we have Agile community, DevOps community, AI community, product ownership community. Since I joined Endava, I was practically always involved in several communities at the same time. This involvement gave me the chance to meet people from other delivery units worldwide, and we learn and practice it together, and we still keep the connection.
What advice would you offer to someone starting their journey in product management?
First of all, I would suggest to check the learning paths that are offered at Endava. There are great resources with links to books, to online courses that will give you a solid foundation. Secondly, I suggest to find a career coach to help you to choose the right resources and keep you accountable while you progress in your learning journey. Get involved in the internal communities where you can practice what you learn from your career coach or from the other resources, and build connections with other people. It will help you a lot when you learn together with someone. And of course, you need to stay up to date with the trends. The product management is an ever-evolving area, and you need to be aware of the new techniques that are now being recommended on the market. Be curious and be courageous. Don't be afraid to ask questions and take risks. This will allow you to overcome all the challenges that you're gonna find on your path toward the success. And nevertheless, seek and embrace the feedback from your peers. This will help you a lot to get better as you progress on your path.
And at the end, of course, about AI, the hottest topic now. How do you see it impacting the role of product management?
Yeah, truly a hottest topic. AI will definitely change the way we work. It will allow us to be more efficient and more effective. The product manager role will definitely evolve with the rise of AI, and it's exciting times to be in the field. AI will allow us to gather better requirements, understand better our user, and deliver products faster. Still, the main responsibility of the product owners remains unchanged: to prioritize the features that will be built next in order to maximize the value that we're going to deliver to the end user. If in the pre-AI era, the product owner was doing the prioritization, taking into account all the constraints of the budget, of the time, of the capacity, now with AI, because the software will be delivered much faster, the product owner still needs to understand what to build next without overload and clutter the product.
Daniela, thanks a lot for sharing your experience and your thoughts about the product manager role.
Thank you for having me.